folks, Charlie Sims here. Welcome to my channel. Hope you are well and thank you for joining me for another speed build. And today we are doing the Strangerville Information Center. So we aren't on the lot where the information center is because I'm currently making a save file and the bar is there because I basically wanted to include my seedy motel because I liked the idea of like a detective passing through Strangerville thinking, oh, this seems like a really strange town, and then trying to solve the mystery. So I really liked the idea behind that, so I wanted to keep the motel, but the motel really only fits in the lot where 8 Bells is, so then I had to move 8 Bells to the lot where the library is. So this is the lot where the library is, which is a little bit weird because it's kind of facing a trailer park, but I think it's okay. I'll kind of make it into a little bit of a town hall, although the inside does kind of look like the House of Commons. I didn't mean to do that. It's just subconsciously I just thought of the House of Commons, so it looks a little bit like that. But yeah, this is basically the front of it, so I was trying to keep in with the Wild West theme, I guess. Strangerville's a little bit weird in that, you know, we get like Victorian architecture and Wild West architecture, and then we also have this listening device, which seems like technology that you wouldn't get back in that time. But anyway, we're sticking to the Wild West theme because I looked around at some of the buildings and the debug objects, and I was just like, yeah, something this shaped, I think. So not too exciting on the exterior. We do play about with the kind of courtyards off the back of the town hall come library, Strangerville Information Center, I think it's called. So right now I'm doing a bit of a side door, which I guess is like a little bit weird and unusual, but I saw it in a reference picture for like, I don't know, wild western buildings, and I just thought I would include it as like a kind of like security entrance. I'm not really sure. I thought it added a bit of interest on the side of the building because otherwise it's just kind of like it's a big square, isn't it, which is kind of like the rest of the building, to be honest. But we jazz it up. I think the front is nice, and we also put a big clock on the other side as well, leading out to the courtroom, and I thought that looked nice as well. And yeah, I'm just playing about with just making like we end up making like a wraparound balcony here as well, using some fencing from university that I really like. And yeah, if you've been watching my videos, you might have cottoned on, although I'm not sure how often I've said it actually, but Strangerville is like one of my favourite packs in The Sims, which seems really odd. I just always play in here. I just loved the story. I loved the pack when I got it. I had the most fun that I've ever had playing The Sims, possibly. I think I played it for a straight 10 hours, and I've played these storylines slightly different about 6 times. I just love having something to do alongside just your general just work. I really liked the goal, and as well, I feel like even though it is linear and you can only really do it one way, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but the ending was kind of disappointing for me. I think how the environment changes while you're playing this in the middle, there's like a sudden urgency to solve the Strangerville mystery. And if you've played it and you own this pack, you know, hopefully you know what I mean when I'm talking about a sudden urgency to finish the story. And I just love that. I love that it feels like it has a beginning and a middle and an end, and a bit you're just like, oh damn, everything's really gone to crap now, I better solve this. I just love that. I can't even really describe why I like it. I don't know. It's just my gameplay, I think, because when I used to play Sims 2, I always used to play in Strangetown. So I don't know whether this definitely reminded me of Strangetown. So I don't know whether like it's also a bit of a homage to that as well, just what I like, I think. But anyway, so that's why I'm doing a Strangerville save file. Well, it's not. It's because I've mostly done all of the lots in Strangerville, and I want to release something. I don't want to wait, I don't know, a year, 2 years until I release a save file. So I think small releases, I'll feel like I'm achieving something. So I think it would be really good for me to do that. And yeah, I could probably do, to be honest, Strangerville and Newcrest at the same time, because I have redone a lot of the lots in Newcrest. I'm just putting a few off, like the really big ones I'm putting off because I don't really know like where to put what to put there. I mean, I guess a park, but I'm not very good at parks, so that it's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I could definitely push myself a little bit more to get that finished. So yeah, that's the plan. When I'm not inspired, I will work on my save file. When I haven't got other ideas, basically. So this is me stuck for ideas. So I'm working on the Strangerville Information Center. And I have tested this, and it doesn't matter where you place the lots. Like, if you just have a library in Strangerville, regardless of the lot that you're on, scientists will spawn here. Same with bars, the military will come there, which actually, it makes sense to me, but I was initially like a little bit worried about that. But it's fine. It's literally just any bar that you have in Strangerville, military personnel will go, and any library you have, scientists will come. So that's good. And now I'm just landscaping, just finishing the exterior off with some landscaping. That's basically it, although we do add, I think I end up adding a chess table outside, and then I add like that fountain full of flowers that we get. Oh, and I also add some strange plants here just because I love them. I think they look really vibrant and nice. So yeah, we add the strange plants just to match with the decor. The surrounding landscape, sorry. And now we are onto the interior. So I really like what I did with the stairs here, even though this is quite a small building for a library, and it is, we end up with quite a small bathroom. Well, very small bathroom, it's 3 tiles and just one toilet, but I wanted a grand staircase even though it's tiny, and this it comes together quickly because of a lot of editing, but this was faff. Like me switching to the outside, checking it was okay, but I really like this staircase thing that I did. So yeah, now we can do that with platforms, and we can just kind of do like some more interesting things. So really enjoyed that. And now I'm just trying to cover up the fact that I've got a platform that doesn't match the wallpaper, because when you put a wall up you can't then add a fence on top of it, of course. So I wanted the railing there, so it meant that we ended up with foundation trim that I then cover. I'm also covering this jutting out bit with a bookcase, and this is crazy, this bookcase actually works for your Sims. So they will pick up a book downstairs, which it looks like they're picking up a book from an invisible bookcase downstairs. So not great in terms of animation, but really surprised that those bookcases work. But it doesn't matter because we do put a bookshelf downstairs as well. And then we just have a couple of computers up here. I think I also put the research computer as well that we get with university, and you'll probably have noticed now that I also put down the debate podium, and that is when I accidentally make it look like the House of Commons. And now we're just making like a little study area in this like little nook. I end up not using those dividers, and we end up using some wall dividers here, and then I just add like a little window on them, and I think that looks nice. Bit of privacy when you're studying. And yeah, what else can I say? In the middle of this build, I pull out, right, and I love this thing from Jungle Adventure. It's like an Aztec ruin or something. There we go. Here it is. It's an Aztec ruin in like a glass container, and I absolutely love that. And it really made me think I really want like a natural history museum stuff back, which is so ridiculous. But we already have a big dinosaur skull in Get Famous. We have a model of Brindleton, I think, in Cats and Dogs. And then we have a few other things. And it's like, we've got a few things to make a museum, but we haven't got anything to make like a dinosaur exhibit and like a natural history museum or anything like that. We don't have the ability to do that. And I think that would be really cool. But, you know, like, where does it end? I mean, I guess it never ends, you know, that's why there's so many DLCs. It's a life simulator, right? You could totally have a whole pack on museums, you could have a whole pack on anything. I just wanted to put more artifacts on the walls in this build, and I'm pretty sure that doesn't justify the pack, and there's probably way better ideas. It just came to me, the idea just came to me, and I was like, oh, museum pack. You know, we get so much backyard kind of garden packs. That being said, like, the Sims team are doing way better stuff than a museum pack now. Anyway, that being said, a night at the museum pack where everything comes to life at night. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, this is where I make the House of Commons, and I think, to be honest, what reminds me of the House of Commons the most is the green seats. I don't know why I chose that colour. But yeah, I mean, maybe you like that, you know, maybe you appreciate the interior of the House of Commons. I think it's quite nice. I quite like it. I don't like what they say in the House of Commons most of the time, but I like the room. And I mean, I must have liked it because I decided, you know, to have green seats and this kind of like seating area. And it's really nice. I really love that we can do this now with platforms, although this was faff and a half. I cut like a lot of this out, and even though they were faff for this particular part, I do so love that we have platforms. I'm just remembering a time when I was trying to make a cinema before we had platforms, and it was just sizing up a shelf, covering the edge of the shelf where you could see a blatant gap, stacking shelves on top of each other to try and get that cinema tiered effect. It was like more faff than this, so yeah, I just still love platforms. But anyway, this ends up changing completely. Here it is. I think the shape's a lot nicer now. It's sunk. We do test that you can get onto the podiums, and I do make a bit of space after realising how are my Sims going to get here. And then we put like a load of columns as well down, and I think it looks really good. Yeah, so they can walk down there as well. Oh, this is me just moving the test Sims in. And then I add these columns, but these columns by that entryway obstructs the entryway, so I do actually have to remove that those columns, unfortunately, because I do think they look really good. Or I think we add some steps onto the side. Anyway, it'll be in the screenshots at the end what I end up doing, but it's all play tested. They can get to every bit of this build. And the last thing we do to this build is we add a couple of statues, and I think they're like important people of Strangerville or whatever, because this is like library / town hall, because I thought it'd be really cool to like include a bit of a town hall. But we are really close to the screenshots now, so I'm going to say bye now. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content from me, please hit subscribe. Catch you later.